Yo, what's
good,
good, guys?
It's your girls with NRI
Passports. I am Shiv.
And I'm hungry. Here's this week's dose of lighthearted,
Unfiltered and unapologetic takes on Desi foods.
organic.
All organic.
Whole foods only.
This episode we'll be speaking about the crazy foods we've eaten, digested, loved, and hated.
And yes.
So if you're hungry or a foodie just like us, sit back.
If you're like us, sit back, get ready to relate and eat.
Once again, we don't tend to
Disrespect any
anyone.
person, culture, and community.
It's all just in good fun.
And obviously our experiences are our own, so please don't take it personal. Matlab.
Yes, please.
Personal, not matlo.
Yes.
I feel like I'm in a big boss class. You know when you're like in the interrogation room?
Yeah. Okay, so let's get started about food. What are
Food.
your food habits? Do you feel?
All my food habits are actually, you know what? Place to start is food habits from home.
Yeah.
Because that is where most of my, because now we're like adults.
Adults.
All my habits I actually realized was formed in the house. Because you know when you're like, oh, I don't eat after, my family doesn't eat after certain hours.
Oh, yeah,
certain
yeah.
foods we don't eat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think eating at home is, most of my meals now are at home.
So at home you have Desi food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a rule in my house, and I think this is gonna be till the day I die and have
Yeah.
my own kids. One. So like 3 meals, right? Breakfast,
Yeah.
lunch, dinner. One meal has to be Indian food.
Yeah. Okay.
And I don't know if that's genuinely because my mom's like, yo, I don't have time to be sitting over here and looking at Martha Stewart cookbooks. So we gon' pick only 2 meals. And even from that, sometimes my mom, I'm not joking with you. My mom did this one. She actually put sabji inside pasta. I'm not.
Honestly, that sounds like it slaps though.
Bro, it did not. The
No?
only slap that was happening was in the toilet
the
bowl.
guts.
And
Have you ever gone to your mom and requested a submission form to have pizza for
Have you
dinner?
ever-
You know when you go like if your mom makes Indian food at home, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to like you kind of want to eat pizza for dinner, and then you
Oh.
tell her like, I kind of feel like eating lasagna today. She'd be like, get the f- out of the house.
I think that's like my mom's cue to start on the you have no appreciation for what you're getting in the house. You were in uni for 4 years, so you already ate all that.
Don't think that you just because you're living over here in
yeah.
Hong Kong.
This is
means
a
that-
hotel or what?
Yeah.
I was like, I know.
This is not a la carte menu, okay?
Yeah,
It's
she's
set
like this.
menu.
She's like, yeah, and she's like, oh, and she's like, what do you think? You're gonna come over here and give your demands over here? She's like, what are you? And you know what? Then she turns it on me. My mom's smart like that.
No, but it's suppose if you request for like,
Yeah.
oh, mom, instead of dal chawal tonight, I want
Yeah.
khichdi. She'll be like, okay, beta, yeah, cool,
Yeah.
that's fine. But the minute you ask for something that's
minute
not
it's a
Desi,
non-Indian cuisine, it's like she is taking it like she's like Gordon Ramsay mode.
yeah, she takes it personally. Like it's a
Personally.
personal attack
Yeah.
on her and her
and
cooking
then
and,
all of a
everything
sudden
in the
she,
kitchen.
then I tell you, dude, I feel like that's a trigger point for Indian moms.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's like you're telling them, it's like, mom, I'm trying to help you and give you suggestions because I know that you're struggling and you've been cooking for years.
Yeah.
But she thinks it as, how
Dare you.
come into my house telling me about my cooking.
About the ends that I run. Food is such a big part of Desi culture because it's the way our parents kind of. I feel like it's a way that they show us their love in
Yeah.
some instances. Because like
I think it's I don't know if this is in all cultures, but I think first thing when you come home, like from anywhere, like a long
Khana
trip,
kayak,
yeah, either one comment was always like, oh, you're not eating enough,
Yeah.
or they're like, oh, what did you eat over there?
So it's a
Their
way that
of-
they show
their way of
love.
asking how are you is basically
Khana kayaking.
asking your meal routine.
Yeah, like what did you eat today?
What did you eat?
You know, have you eaten
Yeah.
food, stuff like that. So I feel like that's like a.
And also, like, I realized, like, even when I go to people's houses,
yeah,
like, I'm like, way I get greeted, it's like, hi, auntie. Like, it's like, hi, beta, how are you?
Yeah.
Like, did you eat anything? What do you
yeah,
want? What are you
yeah,
going to
What
have?
do you want to have?
I'm like, you know, and then
It's always revolving around food.
But
I
then you
guess
always-
that's the reason why I'm like always wanting to eat.
yeah.
I
Because
feel like that's why.
But you
But-
know what's also funny?
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like, do you all have just food stored in the house? Like,
Yeah, right.
Like, it's
The
like
way
a,
that the food comes out is insane.
like, why
when-
don't you sit down and you actually get your socks off? They're like, oh, auntie, here's like,
Everything's
you know,
all
save,
ready and
all that
everything.
chura, all
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
set up. And I'm like, y'all have food to go. Like,
But you know what? Have you ever been in a situation where you're like, oh my God, I really like craving like a Mackey's today. Like I want to eat
Yeah.
at McDonald's. And then you tell your mom like, oh my God, mom, I want to eat McDonald's today. And she's like, no, we have burger at home, okay?
yeah.
And then
So
the
I thought,
burger at
no,
home
no,
is like
no.
an aloo, like paneer burger,
Bro,
like
I'm
stuff.
gonna top you with this one. The worst
Yeah.
is when you tell your mom, I want to have pasta, and she's like, I can make this at home also. I'm like, she's like, tomato sauce even I can buy.
But
She's like,
you know what? I don't know why they always feel in competition. Like, suppose if your mom's like, oh, where'd you go for dinner tonight? And then I'll be like, oh, I had this like amazing risotto. And she's like, what was in it? I'm like, oh, it's just like a mushroom. I can make it. I don't think it's hard to make a mushroom risotto.
Like $200
what
for
was
that? For what?
Yeah.
What?
One
What
time
did you get from that?
I was in America and I went to have avocado toast. Like I had avocado toast, and then my aunt, oh my god, she's the cutest ever. So I stayed in her house afterwards, and I went to her place, and she was like, oh, so what did you have for breakfast? Like, what was your meal? I was like, oh, I had like toast, and it was like avocado toast and stuff. And she's like, oh, so what? It's just like bread with avocado on it. She's like, I can make that for you. Every day she made me avocado toast that day, just to prove that.
Just to prove that
you didn't even spend $30 fucking on that.
And
like,
don't ever come to my house telling me that you ate something amazing when I can do that for you in 2 rupees.
So it's just like they always feel like they're in competition with restaurants.
I feel like the absolute worst is imagine you go to a Michelin star restaurant and you drop bag, right? And then you come home only for them to shit on all over it. And we're like, what was so good in that? She's like, first of all, the portion wasn't even there. You're not even filled. And then she'll tell you, she's like, you didn't eat properly. So I'm like, I just dropped $100 at the restaurant, not to come home and.
Do you ever feel scared to tell your mom the price of some food?
I feel like I stopped playing that game a long time ago. I did that once, and my mom was like, "Oh, since you like eating outside only," and then she's like, Then she drags it on. She's like, since you like eating outside, eat outside only. Why am I making things?
Make food?
Why am I going and grocery shopping for you and stuff?
I think the biggest offense to moms is also like when they've made food in the house.
Oh my god!
And you decide that you want to eat out,
or you said you've already eaten.
Yeah.
Oh no! You know what? I actually realized that was a very dangerous game. I've done this before. Like I've eaten. I already made dinner, and it's like a threat and a statement all in one.
It's like she's like, I'm gonna set the table, and you're gonna have another meal.
Go get the plates and the forks, and she's like, you gonna eat today. Like we will. You are gonna find out about eating 2,000 plus calories today. We're gonna find out. I'm like, so sit tight. You know, my mom looks at you like, I've actually had this argument. I'm like, Mom, I already eaten. She's like, I've made dinner. Yeah. And then I'm like, but I've eaten outside, Mom. I'm like, I'll have a little bit. She's like, I've made dinner.
For 2 people?
And she's like, that's going to get finished. She's like, I'm not storing anymore. I was like, okay. I was like, this conversation is, I've made dinner. You know, I actually have become that person. Like after work, sometimes if I'm not hungry, I'll genuinely... My mom, I have a schedule, bro. Like as if work schedules on. My mom was like, if before 5 p.m. you told me, then
it'll be fine.
But if after 5 p.m., then she'll get to eat it.
Yeah. So which is like sort of understandable because it's like if you were to cook for someone, it's like you need to know, are you gonna eat or not, or like do I have to make food for you? Which is like totally understandable, but it's like it's just super funny to see that these happen. Yeah. And you know what I also find really funny? Speaking about calories, have you ever realized that in a Desi house, it's like there's no sense of a dietary restriction.
Agreed.
Like if you ever go to a mom and tell her that you're lactose intolerant, she will be like, you've been eating yogurt since you were 5 years old. So I don't think that that's the case, but okay. Yeah. And then I just think it's your phone. It's your phone that's the problem, not lactose intolerance. You're on the phone too much.
You're reading all this crap on the internet about lactose intolerance and digestion problems.
Maybe cut down 2-3 hours of Instagram and lactose intolerance.
Maybe start praying a little bit harder the tempo and you don't sit on your phone the whole time. Then maybe you won't have these problems. And you know what? Indian parents, like for them, it's like we also grew up. We also drank milk. Yeah. We never had these problems. It's like when you tell your parents like you got a sickness, they're like we also nicely.
But it's like imagine going to India and then like saying like, oh, I can't drink lassi because I'm lactose intolerant. The intolerant, they'll be like,
then that's worse because in India, if you're with your relatives, like your mom's already gonna get on your case, and then Indian relatives are like, oh, because you're not from India, that's why you have these problems, right? Because over here we drink gutter water, right? We don't drink normal milk here. I said that once, dude. I actually said, because like, okay, on that note, Indian street food, right? Yeah. Like hygiene is a problem. Indian newspapers have said this. Like I trust them on this one. I have seen like some really questionable practices. Yeah. But the minute you're not from India and you say that to a relative, they're like, because you guys only eat in 5-star restaurants, right? Unless we're in JW Marriott, you guys cannot eat only. It's like, sorry, we forgot.
Oh my God.
They're like, we're stupid only enough for making you experience these things. What's wrong with us? We should be. I was like,
but you know what? There was a situation that happened, and honestly, like I love street food. Street food, get the fuck inside. I don't care. Like the hygiene, okay, fine. Like it could do a little bit of an improvement, but. I love street food, but there was one incident where I was standing at I think I was getting Frankie, and I was standing at this Frankie station, and then suddenly, like my mom was talking on the phone, blah 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 blah, and I kid you not, Drish, I'm not even joking. From the back of the stall, a fat ass rat, ran over my fucking foot. And it ran away, and my mom was on the phone, so now she gonna think I'm hallucinating because she didn't see that. She was like, shut up, like you don't know anything, because that's her favorite Frankie place. So she was like, no, There's no rat.
I've been here for 20 years. I've never seen a rat.
It's only your thoughts.
Also, yeah. Today, all of a sudden, you came. Rats decided to come out, right?
So, dude, the rat literally ran over my foot, and I was like, "Oh my god, that is absolutely crazy." But I proceeded to eat the Frankie afterwards.
Dude, you know, I feel like my brother. Dude, I have a similar, but not similar story, but my brother. No. I feel like there's dedication. Eating street food in India requires dedication. My brother actually, like, I actually one of those people that was like, oh, I don't know if I want to eat it. But then when I ate it, I was fine. Yeah. He ate it. He was in the hospital on a drip.
Oh, shit.
Because he lost something. But, like, it was so funny because there's a McDonald's right down the
Oh, my God.
So my mom's, like, packed all this food from the house because she's like, he obviously can't eat, like, outside food. And then dad's being dad. Yeah. My dad brought McDonald's with the same food that gave him. And the worst part was my mom walked in and she's like, stop eating the food, because he was so funny because he had like drips, like he had literal injections. There was like a whole ECG report about like what exactly was wrong with his stomach lining. Oh, and shit. My guy is eating the same.
Oh shit.
The look on my mom's face when she's holding the bag of Indian food. You know when you have that movie like that? Well, the worst part was I was in that room. I was like, we're in the hospital. I'm like, someone is gonna die today. I was like, we're gonna have 2 patients in the hospital.
Oh my god. But there has been numerous times where I have also gotten mad like gastro shit from Indian street food. But it's worth it.
I mean,
I'll do it for the pav bhaji.
You know what?
I'll do anything for pav bhaji.
You know what it is? It's like, did you die though?
Yeah. Did you die though?
Was the drip really that? Was it really that bad? Like, was it that? Like, was it worth cribbing about it that much? So I don't know. I feel like I like eating.
What's your favorite good street food?
Good question.
Or Indian food general.
Maggi Dosa or something like that. Like something Maggi with cheese, Maggi, just anything with Maggi in it.
Maggi hits different.
I think Maggi, I would snort it.
Yeah.
The powder.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Speaking of Maggi, I just had it last night as well. You know what I did? I had it with onion and tomatoes. Woo!
Onion. Okay. Dude, we actually had a really cool Maggi combo the other day at your house.
Okay, so they're like, everyone has their own way of making Maggi. Right. I feel like some people make like Maggi chaat, some people make like
also if you're eating
chicken Maggi, and then they meet like all these different
but
masala,
on that note, if
types.
you're making organic Maggi, just
wheat Maggi,
just
but like when you so one of the combos that we'll give you a little secret Krabby Patty recipe for our Maggies. What we do is butter.
Oh yes.
Woo! A big slab of Amul butter in that shit, and then on top of that, add a little lemon in the Maggi. Not too soupy. You like Maggi soupy? Not that soupy, right? Like
depends
mild.
What I'm in the mood
mildly soupy. So mildly soupy, and then on top of that, just a grated amount of Amul cheese. Not any other cheese. Amul cheese. And then on top of that, a little bit of garlic Tabasco. Oh, and that,
garlic Tabasco,
my friends, is a bomb Maggi combo. But now I realize also adding a little onion tomato into that. Woof! That slaps different. Slaps different.
I've not had this onion tomato mix up.
It slaps different. So Maggi. Ooh, I love Maggi. Yeah.
I think
but I mean, like, in terms. Okay, what about Indian food? Not just street food. Like Indian food. Favorite dish.
I hate Indian food.
You don't like Indian food?
I don't know. I like. Okay, you know what? That's not true. I like Punjabi food, but every other Indian food.
Don't like.
Miss me with that.
Oh, okay. I love all. I love.
Really?
I love
South Indian.
South Indian. I like dosa. I like idli. I like everything. I like.
What is type? You know what? Actually, deep it. I know North Indian, South Indian.
Yeah.
I know Gujarati because of me. And then I know some Maharashtrian, and that's like seafood based.
Yeah.
Goan, I actually know.
Seafood,
Yeah, again, seafood. What other?
Rajasthani,
yeah. Hey, actually, I hate Rajasthani food. I hate that the most. No disrespect. Like, I know too many people who love it.
Yeah.
And actually, it's like a wedding. Like, when you have a wedding, you actually give back. I can.
Why bad
Rajasthani
experiences?
food, first of all, dude, I don't know who you're trying to inoculate with that food.
Why?
It's too heavy on the stomach.
Oh, really?
Stomach lining really be pressed down.
But Punjabi food is also very healthy.
Yeah, that's why I was told
heavy,
that as well. But I mean,
like each to their own. But I love all Indian food. Yeah. The only thing I don't like on Indian food, and this is my biggest pet peeve, is stop fucking shoving coriander on everything. Oh my God, stop. Dhania mat dalo, please, uncle. Thoda sa kam karo dhania. Yeah. I hate coriander. And it's just like and for someone who doesn't like coriander, the way that they just top it on, you'd be thinking that they're getting dhania for free.
Coriander is a funny one.
I hate coriander. Yeah. Whoever doesn't like coriander, back me on this.
But you know what? That's how I feel about avocado though. Okay. I feel the same way about avocado.
Yeah. But avocado has no taste. Coriander has a flavor.
That's what I'm saying about coriander, bro.
You didn't have a flavor?
Okay, well,
there's a fact where there are two types of people in the world. One who feel like coriander tastes like soap and has like a really strong flavor.
Soap?
Yeah. And there's another type of people that don't taste coriander at all. So there's a scientific like research that's been done on this.
Is it?
Yeah. So there are people who literally cannot ever taste the coriander.
You must hate going to Indian restaurants then, because the coriander is
I always have to tell them no coriander.
Only garnish is
it's coriander. Yeah,
lemon.
it's like parsley for and basil for Italians. So it's coriander for Indians. So that's the one thing I don't like about Desi food is like if there's coriander in the food, miss me with that. I will not eat the dish.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
Like,
I've seen you do it.
And the thing is that it's so deeply ingrained into the dish. It's like it'll come in every bite.
What it is? You know what I realized with coriander actually it is? And actually I don't know if this is like with all dals, but in Gujarati dals, there's coriander
inside
in the dal
and
on
top.
So
I don't know what it is Indians with coriander. But other than that, I love all Desi food. I love all Desi food.
You know what I really hate? What's dhania is coriander, right?
Yeah.
Jeera.
Yeah, I don't like jeera either.
People who put jeera in their food,
and elaichi.
who hurt you? Like
elaichi also I don't like.
I feel like
and long.
You know what you always get in Indian.
In the biryani, when you get an elaichi in there.
Yeah. Cardamom. No.
Cardamom. I don't know. When you get an elaichi in the biryani, that's dhoka.
I hate. You know what is dhoka? Yeah, they're like, let me give you a refreshment drink, and it's haldi milk with that kesar.
Yeah.
If you give me that, just know I am actually actively going to I'm actively.
It's so crazy
because
now that people have taken turmeric haldi doodh and made a turmeric latte, and it's like our moms used to like force us to drink that, and I used to like barf I didn't like it.
I've my mom's held corn because I've
grown to kind of just like suck it up and have it.
But you know what pisses me off? Starbucks,
it's really good for you,
bro. So is exercising, but. That's just that. Yeah. We gonna miss all of that.
Food. My favorite seafood is Chinese dosa. It's dosa.
The one with Chinese noodles in there or something.
Yeah, Chinese noodles inside it, and with like.
Can we also address
saucy?
What?
You know what's so crazy? It's that because we're actually born in Hong Kong, so we've actually seen like what Chinese food is.
Multifaceted cuisine.
Like we've seen Chinese food because it's the main cuisine that we see around here. Yes. And then when you go to India and you're like, I want to eat Chinese food, it's like it's nothing. Indian Chinese is like a different cuisine on its own. So you have to ask people like, do you like Chinese or do you like Indian Chinese food? Because they've like put their own spin to Chinese food.
But what is worse is because obviously like all these restaurants coming up in India and they like, I've actually had people. I'm not joking about this. Not like. I've genuinely had a person from India being like, have you tried dim sum? I'm like, I'm about to whoop your ass so hard. I'm like, how long have you known I've been in Hong Kong? People are like, I hate.
But you know what the thing is that for them, it's like they don't know like dim sum is Chinese food. It's like, this is like a daily,
wrap things
but
up
I feel like with Indian, when you have Chinese food, the one word you can summarize Indian Chinese is Szechuan. Szechuan sauce.
Yeah.
Like on everything. Slap that on everything. But Indian Chinese food bangs, dude. Indian Chinese food bangs. Manchurian, oh my god, I could eat so much Manchurian. It's crazy. And manchow soup and chow mein soup.
Chow mein I actually like.
Wait, what is is it actual like?
I think it's just masala wala soup and then
no, I mean like what does manchow mean? I feel like if we go into all the different Desi kind of foods, we'll be here for a long time.
Over here and we'll start ordering takeout. Yeah, we're ordering the podcast episode.
So yeah, I guess we can end the episode here.
We're gonna end it over here. Finish your meals.
Or
order dessert.
We're getting hungry now, so we gotta go eat lunch. Can't talk too much about food without actually eating. So.
Yes, and that is the kind of everything in life.
So this is the end of our episode for this week. We hope you guys enjoyed.
And also, if you guys have any suggestions for topic ideas, please DM, Instagram, email. Everything is open.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Not subscribe. Subscribe. Lily. And we'll see you guys for the next Gup Shup sesh. And
that's what's up for today.
Deuces.